Hello and welcome to the ITCL season opener from Rockingham. We are back in the new era for ITCL with Rota 1-3 with the water for 2-4 in qualifying.
Yep, and
Very
Jenny was
close.
a 4. We're underway.
For the
This
15
very
laps.
weird grid, isn't it? In Rockingham, as I was
Down in the first corner, Zimmerman has corner touch. PowerPoint! Yay, we've got a PowerPoint
Zerman
back.
leads. Zerman takes the lead. There comes Ascona, Vandalin, Suki, Rodriguez. So not really sure what happened to Jenny.
Jenny dropped the wreck a bit. I think he had a bad start, honestly. That's
Then back
all.
to P5.
Oh yeah, no, Jenny's back up in the fight here. Very close to qualifying.
Tries to get past Tarazuki here.
As the PowerPoint continues. Here's Suki fighting with Ascona. Oh! Slight mistake, that forces Rodriguez to lose a bit of time.
Indeed.
And behind all this, I think you can see Charlotte Thompson in the Velociter. Back in ITCL. But here's Jenny and Suki, and well, there's the two Rotors, and then Zerman yellow flags, and that's why. So we hear Alex fleeing his bunker. Back to the racing. And then Zerman leading.
Hopefully
Then
Kuba died.
Vandalin. Zerman's pulled away from them. Then Vandalin has Kona. And then there's the
Thompson.
There's Thompson in P6. Teammate Melo is all the way down in 27.
Butlers behind.
There's Gunter Ohm in P9. And Sharba and Nixon. And Nixon up to P10. And he started 14th.
On the motor line.
I see a lot of people.
Oh yeah, Flores just went out.
Yeah, I thought I saw someone go off. It's quite a tight entry into that bank, really.
Oh!
Whoa! Bill in the
Two
weather.
wheels. Zerman comfortably
Zerman
leading.
has pulled away from the two Rosals.
Oh. After the first fuel. After the first 2 laps. Zimmerman leads. Vandalin second. Ascona
been
third.
1 lap.
At the start of the second lap then. Jenny's 5th, Thompson 6th. Probably a title favorite for me because, well, she was a good driver in WTCL. I just don't know why she did the downgrade.
Because,
Money.
yes.
He's just chasing the back, you know.
Although
I mean,
it must be a lot of money if you want to sign for the last place finisher in ITCL.
I mean, what does report suggest? How much is she earning? What do reports say? Let's.
a lot of money.
I took my notes out of this race and I'm going to look how much she earns. I've written that up somewhere.
Yeah, she's on 225.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for that ITCL.
She's only on a 1-year deal, but she's got that option. So, I mean, also consider that she is also now 36. You know, she's got to start thinking about that pension money. There's Ohm. There's Sharbo Nixon. So
Yeah, true.
There's Harrison. There's Kennedy. Oh no.
I mean, there are a lot of drivers that are interesting to see that that are going out. I mean, we could think about Kizoka Nomura, who's obviously out of her contract this year. Wolfgang Weisen's out of her contract this year. Apart from that, maybe Dupois, who's on one. Oh god. And then there are a couple of drivers on extension. And then Bobby knew, but he's also 31 already, so. Let's see, Vanderland is. We can now see Ascona chasing its teammate Vanderland here at Rockingham. Pretty nice circuit here. I actually think the I actually think the WTCL could have raced here.
Well, it was decided by the voting, so it was up to the team principal.
I mean, to be fair, some of these team principals do sniff crayons, but that's not the point here.
Alexander Becker!
I mean, there's another name I want to throw out here, but I don't want to get accused of anti-Tubergian bias, so...
many team principals have been the smartest people.
Coming from the man who traded Madison for the
Look, we
moment.
had an American dad on the grid for a couple of races.
Well, let's focus on
We
this
had
battle here.
the ham, the grid.
Let's go to Mandolin then. Well,
That's
Woto had
why Baltic couldn't
well,
get
Woto
promoted.
actually are in a very interesting position. They were controlled by Julian when he now went over to Waterford, which used to be Baltica. They were a decent midfield team last season.
Just move
They
the.
brought back the old
just
principal,
go-
Nicolay, and, well, they are...
Just go back from the
And
other.
they are
from the
better,
day.
I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, they showed up really well in qualifying. They got first and third. I mean, that
It's
top
true.
four in qualifying was very close. I mean, Waterford and Rosal were only separated by 200, so all four of them. So, very close at the front of the grid, and Rosal can keep this kind of pace up throughout the entire year. They could be title contenders. Alasachenko's got a problem.
He's dropping down the field. Mailer in Nemeth.
Oh, he's in the
in the
wall,
wall.
and Alasachenko's debut for
That's
Beacon
bad. That's the bad news for Nico Drop. Asachenkov is in the wall.
I mean, I can say now that Alexis Silverfire is howling at this one, as
Asachenkov just has a brake
Phil
failure. I
Giannis
guess.
is definitely not howling at this one.
He's having a brake failure coming off the
Yeah.
corner.
Just into the wall, and that's Asachenko's Leakenfop debut ruined.
Reverse
Leakenfop don't
it.
particularly look like they're taking any major strides forward this season with, well, Honstein in 20th and Asachenkov in the wall.
Stalling a bit of pace. They wanted to get promoted within the next 3 seasons, so
Yeah, I mean, they had Guardi. He didn't really do anything. They've had Ols, but he's not really done anything. So they brought in Asachenko. I mean, qualified 18th.
interesting. I mean, that's an interesting debut by the new team. As this Serbian team, Svenda.
I think it's based off of Red Star Belgrade.
Yeah, I think it's like an affiliate.
They haven't really done anything.
But they have an interesting debut, at least not last.
I mean, it's not an interesting name. It's impossible to pronounce.
Paulo
You have to actually have a degree in Serbian to understand their name.
Paulo Farfan is up in 18th, and yeah, Mailer in 33rd.
is 23rd, so pretty
And
nothing debut.
let's talk about Team Lolo, obviously Angolan team. I don't know where funding came for it, but Minas is 19th.
Aren't they
Pirates.
Angolans based on the top of their car and the livery design? So I know Angola has a lot of oil money, so possibly that.
But Angola is probably also a very poor country because
Yeah, but they have a lot of oil, so
I don't think they have a lot of oil, but it's not been exploited.
Ricardo Texera. That's all I'm saying. Here's Sermon Ramirez. Fighting for 21st.
Trey Sermon, obviously the crippled man after Nürburgring.
Yeah, goes down to Motorline, obviously, and they've been pretty mediocre. Ramirez, the Season 3 champion, didn't really do anything in qualifying.
What's out there?
Yeah, I mentioned that Sermon was Motorline, that Ramirez, the Season 3 champion, didn't really do anything.
That's true. He really
never done his 25th for the other.
We were all hyped when Ramirez signed for. I think that wasn't it like Flatland last year? No, it wasn't Flatland.
Yeah,
Ramirez
went to Outback last season.
We all were hyped that Outback might get promoted, but
it's just not worked out. And
no,
Ramirez the issue is when Ramirez first took over in Season 3, he got basically given the best car back when when ITCL was an absolute shambles of the series. And now he's been exposed when the drivers have become more competitive.
Yeah, there was driver in ITCL when he won. There was Nomura and Knight. So drivers.
Yeah, but they had worse
much better.
But now look at the.
And Ramirez is
I mean, he's also
really
been
good.
a worse car, and the driver lineups have become a lot more better.
True.
So it's what it is, I guess. I mean, Outback don't
Well,
really
no, I think that it was just one season wonder. Like he's
possibly.
He's a good driver, but just maybe just
not
done what he wanted, and now he doesn't want to fight anymore.
I don't know. He's just not really there. But here's Charlotte Thompson. This is someone who's also at a new team for this season.
Yep.
Conveniently, another team that acquired a good driver and now got hyped for a title fight. Obviously, Charlotte Thompson was in WTCL. She had a mixed spell at Paraguay, but over to Shrewsbury, did well for the second half of Season 3, and then started out Season 4 okay before her performances completely fell off a cliff, and then she got dropped. Got replaced by Leicester in the end, which I don't think was the plan. But she started in ITCL with Velociter, who put Miller in the other seat, controversially perhaps. and she's up in P6 at the moment, while Miller is 26th. And only has Vettel 11 behind, of course, Miller, who was dropped at Flatland last season for the mighty John Harrison. So, and speaking of Flatland, I mean, they've had a very quietly good weekend. I mean, they're 9th and 13th. They've taken a big stride forward from last season, when they were probably the second worst team on the grid. Time will tell whether they can keep this pace up. Similar story to Rotal, but if they can keep it up, I mean, hey, taking massive strides forward to become a very competitive team in the midfield would be a massive step for them. After what can only be described as an absolute horror show in Season 4. We're on board with Altai Sangari here for the Lava team. So Gary is definitely one of the more underrated drivers in the grid, in my opinion. If you look at what he's done in comparison to Flores, since he arrived at the team, obviously around Guangdong last season, he's just been there. He's been really good, to be honest. He's always looked like he could be a threat in the races if he's in a good position, and he's always shown good pace.
I mean, let's talk about the Lavas. They haven't done anything this pre-season. They haven't really signed anyone. They're just there.
Farfan is out.
Did I jinx them? Did I really jinx them? No.
No one cares about him. But no, Lava, I mean, Sangare, honestly, I feel like if you put Sangare in a title-winning car, he could honestly win the ITCL Championship. Nice. It's just an issue that he's stuck in the lava, which has never been particularly known for its pace, even when they first entered the Season 3, so...
Alta Sangare is currently in what 8th in this shambles car?
Is nowhere. So.
23rd.
But if you look at Season 4, I'll bring up the hub because... Yeah, I mean, if you look at Season 4...
Lava had an okay Season 4, I guess.
I mean, Sangare
better than the Season 3.
I mean, Sangare missed out the first 2 rounds of Season 4 and still scored 67 more points than Lydia Flores. Finished 13th, he won his first race, of course, had some good performances, but the rest of the season, massively outpacing Flores. So, there we go. We've got a fight on the track now between Thompson and Jenny. Malcolm Jenny, another one who's gone to a new team this season. He's gone over to the Liberté team, who had a complete rebrand. New livery. Looks decent. Similar to the Season 2 Platinum. Red and black. Not the most original colour scheme, but it does look half decent. And obviously Velocity in that very distinguishable Tiger livery, which is very, very solid as well. There's Ramirez and Sermon. I mean, this is just sad to witness 2 decent drivers fighting it out for 20th, but there it is, I suppose.
Ramirez just overtook Sermon.
Yeah, there's Holzer, there's Minas.
19th, Ness.
I thought Minas came over from JTCL, of course, got dropped by Esther. Now finding himself an ITCL.
Now he's loaned.
It'll be interesting to see what the young India do.
Now Minas is loaned.
I thought he got dropped, never mind. Did he get loaned or I thought he got dropped? Let me check this. That's Lolo, right? Yeah, that's Lolo.
I'm pretty sure that he got extended and then loaned.
Am I blind? Where the fuck is Lolo in the hub? I'm looking at Season 4 hub, that's why. Team mode. Yeah, no, sorry, my correction, he is loaned. I could have got dropped, but never mind. Gonna be interesting to see what he can do, to be fair. I mean, there's a big
this,
in ITCL.
I
think he was...
but this might be better than WTCL Rumble, like Jensen got WTCL Rumble driver.
Yeah, I mean, Jensen went over to the... I mean, to be fair, Jensen's like 17, Minas like 20, so Jensen's got more time.
Yep.
I mean, had Jensen not had some bad performances in the middle of JTCL last year, he could have beaten Ramicus, but there we go. I mean, I expect him to win JTCL this season. We'll have to wait and see, though, on that one.
Oh, and that's Flores in the wall, near the wall again.
Blows up.
Since I was praising the lava.
Well, I was praising Sangari, so it was the other line.
Fiery crash.
No, it just blew up.
Yeah, the engine's just gone. These things happen, really. It's motorsport.
It's called motor race. We went motor racing.
What do you... Yeah, no, I mean, it just happens, isn't it? The engine goes, cooks itself. Here's Armedia fighting with Harrison. Armedia's been at Liberty for a while. Harrison's first full season in ITCL. Having done pretty well in JTCL.
I mean, this is the flatland, and it's just not looking great, is it?
It's just a very shit livery.
It looks awkward. It looks really awkward.
Yeah, it's just not.
It looks like they tried to hang on to the John Deere sponsorship, and then just last minute went to BP.
Just a very bad livery, but
Well, sadly, John Deere is away from the grid, which means there's going to be high start of commentary this year.
no.
Oh.
I can't say.
Oh,
Hang on,
that's
Mike.
the race leader, Sandy Zimmerman.
Zimmerman's out for the lead.
Zimmerman had John Deere had enough of it.
Engine.
Zimmerman from the lead. Well, we did see
Nice,
yesterday
it blew
in
up.
the WTCL race one, the leader blew up from the lead.
And then now we just have to wait for the third place car to blow up, and then we all have done it.
So Vandal, it's now a Rotor 1-2. Who had a Rotor 1-2 coming into Friday?
No, nobody. Really, nobody.
Nobody in their cat was predicting a Rotor 1-2.
Nobody.
You could have gone down to some meth addicts lab and tasked them to predict the 1-2 and they wouldn't have said Rotor.
I mean, it also brings Zuki up to the
Mental
podium
result.
and Jal in the top 10 for
Yeah.
Project R, I guess, yeah.
I mean, Java,
Obviously,
Project R had them.
a funny incident during preseason testing when they had a ton in sandbagging amount. They basically put a ton of kilos into the trunk and killed the entire car performance with it.
I mean,
it's not a smart strategy. Your entire suspension system is gone.
Project R had a very rough pre-season. Lost their principal after relegation. Lost 2/3 of their lineup. They had to draft in an old principal back. Java was the only driver that stuck around. You know, they brought in Sonogo in the other seat, and well, they're 8th and 14th at the moment, so not a bad weekend for them given their tumultuous pre-season, and especially with the 1-ton memes. But enough about Leon's mum weight. Here's Java in 8th.
What? Yes.
Java in 8th place. Good time in 9th. Nixon in 10th. Pretty funny that you mentioned Nixon in 10th, given you can see that Project R have Nixon as a sponsor.
IKEA.
Yeah, it's not good though, is it?
It's not a good livery. It's not good. It's looking like and then this little Pepsi logo in front of the Chevrolet. It looks like someone tried to combine McDonald's with Pepsi and went with the color scheme of IKEA. Like they try to be Swedish, but then again, they just completely bottled it. Like I don't know what did they try with. I want to actually question the team principle.
You do realize that the principal with Malon is Colorado, yes?
I mean, the principal has asked one of the race officials earlier this year what P2 meant. So I'm not expecting a high level of experience under that team.
And Gary fighting with Rodriguez. I mean, Rodriguez and Adve, right? You kind of know what you're going to get from them for a year. They're going to be like in the top 10, right? They're not really going to be fighting for the win. They're just there.
That's a solid midfield team.
Yeah, they're just a solid top half outfit. They were in season 3 and they were in season 4. Here's Thompson on the back of Jenny.
Will they win in season 5 though?
No. All aboard. I mean, hang on, wait. Yeah, no, never mind. Here's Thompson on the back of Jenny. No, Malcolm Jelly is a decent driver. No, Thompson's a very good driver. They're fighting out for people.
All of them, if Charlie Thompson could have deserved the WTCL seat this year, will probably be one of the lower seeded teams.
Yeah,
but
just to point out there that Edgar O'Connor has a WTCL seat over Charlotte Thompson.
I'm just saying, upside down smoked some heavy crack when deciding Edgar O'Connor was going to be the main driver. But it's giving them success, honestly. P7 in the main race, and we'll see what the sprint race brings. But
Let's see how. Tell you what, they're beginning to drive Rodriguez and Sangari into this fight a bit.
that's true.
We're going to end up with a 4-way fight for 4th, and what's been a fairly shit race, to be fair, but still.
I wonder when will they pit.
Oh yeah, they got a pit, haven't they? That could get interesting. Woes will dominate him. Should be on for a 1-2 here, but you never know.
You never know when they're going to blow up or something.
They won't blow up.
They just will have a quiet race and then bottle it on the last lap or something.
There's Van Ryan. There's Oscona. There's Suki Jenny.
So now really close. Oh, someone in the pits. Harrison. and Corty and my area, so the pit window is open now and with yellow flags.
Oh, we got yellow flags.
Oh,
Miles
my-
out. Double
Oh,
DNF
man.
to
Oh.
Red Star.
Oh, it
What a
was
great weekend for them. That he can turn some well decent weekend for a race debutant to a bad weekend
Oh.
as Myla just spins out, retires the car.
So it looks as if the pit window is open.
Yeah, Cortic is in the
Harrison,
pits.
Cortig, and Villanova going for that massive undercut. We'll see if that pays off. Because
Wow,
you do get
9
time
second
in
pit stops.
That's
Only 9 seconds. That's interesting.
quick. Suspiciously quick.
Let's see, Rota stays out.
Both
Suki
will go
will
in the
come in.
overcut. Suki's going to try and undercut the Locals then. I mean, they have nothing to lose, to be fair. It's worth a go.
Swangari coming in, Sabo coming in. Sanago coming in.
Okay, let's see how
And
this
Miller.
stands up. There's Miller. There's Harrison, Cortic. It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, Thompson's going for the overcut, Jenny, so we'll see which strategy pays off better. Under or overcut. Good old battle in racing.
It was
You
still
go-
overstay.
You pit earlier, get the fresher tyres on now and close the gap and then try and hold on at the end, or you go for the overcut, you sacrifice time now but you're quicker at the end.
As you can see, Charlotte Thompson trying to get over Janet. Janet's pitting now. Thompson is probably trying for an overcut here, trying to get a maximum amount of.
Yep.
Oh,
Charlie
Sanago is
Lyman.
off with Ness.
Oh,
Sanogo
Sanogo and
Ness.
Ness are off.
Yeah, they had a little incident down there. A little incident. Just a little incident there. Let's
what
see.
happened.
Ness tries to outbrake
Oh,
Sanogo.
yeah, Ness pulls out very
and then
late.
just. Yeah.
Ness pulled out very late there.
And then
A bit
just.
like our parents should have, but...
Now, Kennedy here, probably going for the overcut as well, unless he pitted already. No, only 4 cars pitted already. I'm betting those 2 will be, those 4 will be the top 10 at the end of this race. Dixon's pitting. John Deere. Ginzo is already pitting, I think.
Yeah, the rest of
Thompson's
these can come
pitting.
in
Yeah,
now,
everyone
so
will
we're
pit.
going to see. I mean, just a reminder, Harrison, Corsica, and those lot pitted on lap 10.
Yeah.
So, just for some context, they're going to be on a couple of lap older tyres, but I'll have to wait and see. Further down, you can see holes though, and all of these lot. There's Suki, who's the highest of those who have pitted. He's about 34 seconds behind Randall Lind. You can see, yeah, he's just close to a second and a half. Suki's absolutely flying.
Yeah, maybe he would. He can fight for the lead.
That's good. This could get closer than we expected.
Oh, and we got an incident.
Oh, bit of an incident. Oh,
Oh,
and Villanova.
oh.
That's a big one.
Yep, that's a pretty
Big
big one
crash.
here. Villanova and Miller. What
Right,
happened here?
so
Miller
Miller
comes
comes
out of
out.
the pits, and they probably collided off the pits, yeah.
Right, so Miller comes out.
No, I'm gonna hit the wall. And Villanova just
that's,
goes into.
It's a pretty hard incident. I think Miller came off. Oh. That looked nasty. Just tucked the wall, didn't he? Oh, God. This. Oh, 120. Okay, that's still. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a sudden impact.
he'll be fine. He might be a bit roughed up. And then you can see Villanova comes in.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard incident, though. I would say they'd probably be a bit roughed up and shocked, but I think that's nothing else.
Well, now the real question is, are they both off the track?
Nasachenkov clears the debris off the track for them.
Yeah, they've made it off the track at least, so there won't be any incidents with that. I was worried that someone might hit their stationary cars, but
Yeah,
What
and
did the
Rotos.
thing?
into the pits they come.
Thompson as well. Maybe they'll be able to do that undercut. Nixon. The rest is coming in like a flood.
It's like a...
Nobody else is
Suki.
really.
Right, now,
And
let's
Alderoso.
keep an eye on this.
Oh,
Van
Van
der
der
Linde
Linde.
out. Right, where's
Look in the
Suki?
background.
Oh,
There's Suki on your left. There's Van der Linde on your right.
Yeah, Suki's
Ascona's
ahead of
also there.
Ascona, easily.
Now the question, yeah, I think Van der Linde's gonna hold it. Actually, this could get close. No, it's not even close. Van der Linde's
Rookie's
come out.
second though, so it's good.
Who's
Is
that
it the
coming?
Jenny?
That's Jenny. It's gonna come out just ahead of Ascona. Then Rodriguez. Jarbo's in sixth.
It's back at
Hungary.
Nixon
And
and
Segal.
Person.
Allison!
How is-
They
Oh.
stayed
Allison is in eighth. The
Course.
undercut. Allison.
Oh,
Oh,
two wide in
Stuka
the
side by side.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ, what are they
jeez.
doing? Kennedy and Thompson's lost a lot of time.
Yeah, she just took off time out of the pits. What happened here?
I was just impressed I was holding it down, but there we go. There's Kennedy. And
Oh,
wow.
they came out side by side.
Van der Linde with a massive. Oh! And then nearly puts Kennedy into the wall. Wow. Drama. Absolute drama.
Oh, on
Thompson
top
well
of
down
14.
She's going to try and make up those places now.
Some back into the points.
Van der Linde leads. Suki, Jenny has Kona. That's where there might be a slight fight. Then Rodriguez, Jarvis, and Gary. Somehow Harrison is up to 8th with the undercut. His best result in ITCL as it stands.
Now Ascona to try to regain fourth. If you can catch Jenny. And obviously Roto sold Jenny for Despotov and I think for some money.
Well, let's see what happens here. Get me a bit on the Kona. Trying to get back onto the podium.
Oh, Ascona had to lift there.
Nothing interesting happened right now, except that Rodriguez, Pizarro. There's a battle for 8 between Harrison and Nixon. Last 2 laps of the race. Nothing really serious happening here. Just gonna.
Here's Harrison fighting with Nixon.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
made a
so-
mistake.
Nixon makes a mistake.
Have a small
Big
moment
mistake
there.
as well.
That
Almost
maybe
too
gives
far back.
to own the chance to get past Nixon. Already and Cortico on the battle. Thompson and Ness are possibly battling as well for 14th.
I'm more focused on the fact that Ascona's all over the back of Jenny.
Yeah,
Third
so-
right now. So, well, not going to be a 1-2 for Rotel, but hopefully both cars can get on the podium, as what I'll be thinking here, as Coda's clearly got the pace to lead by Jenny, you'd hope, but we'll have to wait and see. And Rodriguez, who's back in 5th place, and kind of proves up what they said about Adve. They don't really have the pace of the big boys, but they're just kind of there, ready and waiting if someone blows up ahead of them. You have to question had Nazira not blown up, where would he have come out in all these pit stops as well, but racing is a game of what ifs, so there we go. Right, let's put all in the back of Jenny.
Now really close.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens
The
here.
last
off
lap.
banking. Yep, start the final lap now, so Ascoda's not got long to do this if he wants to do it. White flag waves as they start the final lap. Ascoda pulls out
Ascona.
to the left-hand side. He goes down the inside into turn 1. Jenny's on the outside
no.
contact! And
Oh,
Jenny is
Jenny!
sent into a spin!
They have to stop.
Bravo's come through!
That
Will
might be
he?
on the podium
Nine
here.
is on it by
That's
Ascona,
Rodriguez.
and Jenny's got away surely with the podium, but that is massive. Harrison's dragged into this fight in all of this.
The top 4 is
Maybe
having
Sangari
Nixon.
can make a move.
Again,
Garrett tries a
Sangari for
move.
P4.
He's
makes
doing
contact
Wilson.
with Ascona,
And
gets off slowly.
it's 6th, he's 6th still.
Gonna get done
17th.
by Rodriguez, I think.
No,
Rodriguez goes
no,
down the
he's
inside.
holding on for 6th.
Rodriguez makes a mistake. Harrison's got ahead of Rodriguez. No, he hasn't. Rodriguez has come back. And
Oh, they
big
make contact.
Oh, big
Oh!
contact.
Big.
Next to Rodriguez. Oh, so Rodriguez went into Harrison. Rodriguez got damage to the front of his car. No, he hasn't. I thought I was
Van der
seeing
Linde is
stuff.
going for the final, almost the final sector now.
Yep, well that pushes Hamilton up into 7th.
Oh, Johnny, really slow.
And however, Icecola could still get 3rd here. In all of
I'm
this
back in this
drama,
fight.
Van der Linde now entering the final sector of this race as we look here for the battle of 3rd between Jenny Ascona and maybe even Jabo.
I tell you what, this battle for 3rd trains back to Harrison. Oh, Harrison dive bombs are going! And Jabo! Harrison getting aggressive on the final lap.
Van der Linde now in the final corner here for the race at Rockingham.
I'm
He's
gonna
going
get
to win
the
this
slot in.
surely.
Right, let's go back to Van der Linde and congratulate him, I guess, if he's coming out the final corner. Don't know where he is, but there we go. Here he is. Van der
He's in the
Linde.
final con. He had the ITCL in Rockingham. He wins the Rockingham
Van der
Grand Prix
Linde
for the
wins
Roto.
the opening round of the season.
Lucky for 2nd. What a strong comeback from him. Jenny in
Oh,
3rd.
Sabo and
He might
Ascona.
holding- Yeah, he's
Jabo
holding
trying to get
for 3rd.
Ascona. Not going to happen.
Jabo for 5th. Ascona 4th.
So, Jenny takes
Harrison's
3rd.
6th.
Ascona 4th. Wait,
Oh,
John Harrison has come from nowhere to finish 6th for Flatland, and a massive result for them. Then so Gary Rodriguez, Nixon Omi, and then came already Kennedy Kortic, Thompson, Ness, Sonogo, Holzer, third in by Ramirez, then Sermon, Nemeth will finish 20th, and then big
Minas.
gaps back to Minas. I think Minas has got a problem, has he, or is he just losing a lot of time? Is he just slow? I don't know if he's got a problem, but Minas
Van der Linde got the
21st.
fastest lap in the last lap.
Minas crossed this line 21st, and Asachenkov.
Wow, what a disappointing race for Lycanthrope.
Yeah. Well, that was an interesting final lap.
Yeah, very interesting final lap indeed. It's coming on for sector
In all
22nd.
of this, Jaro Harrison have finished in the top 6. Says all you need to know.
Yeah, well, pit stop really shake up this race.
Oh, absolutely. Massive result for both Project R and Flatland. Big result for Botal. Waterford and Liberté show their pace. Lava had a decent fair.
Yeah, well, it seems like to be Roto versus Waterford for a promotion. I mean, both teams are capable, and both of them have well, at least an upside down level of lineup. We will see. It was said it's a long season.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's all from here.
Yep.
Uh,
What a nice
Yep,
race
yep,
it
yep,
was.
yes. So this is all from here. Make sure to tune in to WTCL Sprint Race.
It's going to be an exciting race,
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Well, you
Ah.
already said that this race will be really good, but anyway. Yeah, later today there will be WTCL race, and next weekend we'll be back with the next round, and that's where we will meet again. Until then, goodbye.